Here we are in section 3.4, exercises 1 through 9 with the solutions. This is graphing the solutions of the following. These are lines, but they're inequalities, line inequalities. So we need to graph the border where it's equal to. So let's write that down. We've got to graph where as though it's an equal sign and then shade the right side. Shade the correct side, I should say. It's not always the right. All right, so let's now graph equals to. Now remember, if it's a less than or greater than, it's a dashed line. And if it's a less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, it's a solid line. So let's do that. Number one, we solving for y, we'll have 2y greater than negative 3x plus 7. Divide by 2 everywhere, and we get y greater than negative 3 halves x plus 7 halves. All right, so if this were an equal to, we'd have the intercept at 0, 7 halves right there, and then down 3 over 2 like that. So here is our line. Notice it is dashed because we don't actually want equal to. That's just the border between the greater than and the less than. And here it says y is greater than. That means the vertical is bigger than this line for all the answers. So that means it's over here. See how we went from the line and went up, and that's our answer. Good. Number 2. It's already in y equals mx plus b form. So number 2 is y is greater than or equal to 5x minus 13. So we go down here to minus 13, and it goes up 5 over 1. And because this is actually equal to it, we have a solid line as the border between that which we're going to color and that which we don't. It says y is bigger than this 5x minus 13, so the vertical we are going to go up because y is bigger than. So it's going to go from the line up. So it's on this side over here. All right, number 3. 7x minus y is less than or equal to 1. Let's solve for y. Subtract 7x on both sides. We get negative y less than or equal to negative 7x plus 1. And then divide everything by a negative 1. That's to get the y completely by itself. And you'll notice what happens. We now have y. It switches direction. We just divided by a negative number. So this is y is greater than or equal to 7x minus 1. So here we're at 0, negative 1. And the slope is up 7 over 1. Solid line. And we end up with, hey, y is bigger than again. So we're going to go on this side, up from the line. Number 4, let's get y by itself. Subtract 2x from both sides, and we get 5y is less than or equal to negative 2x minus 5. That's subtracting this 2x, subtracting 2x. And then divide by 5, we get y is less than or equal to negative 2/5 x minus 1. So divide by 5, divide by 5, divide by 5. We can see it there. So now, graph as though it's equal to, so we get y equals to negative 2/5 x minus 1. There's a minus 1 right there. And then slope of negative 2/5, it's down 2 over 5. Good. And then, so the line is solid. We actually want y equal to this. So we get that line right there. And it says that y is less than. So we have to go from this line and down in order to get the right side. Now again, you could actually test a point somewhere like 0, 0. We have not colored it, so it should not work as a solution. You can see this 0 plus 0 less than or equal to negative 5 is not true. But if you picked any point over here, like, I don't know, anywhere, 0, negative 4. You put 0 here and a negative 4 there. 0 minus 20 is negative 20. Is that less than or equal to negative 5? Indeed it is. So yeah, you can check your answers by actually sticking in points on either side of that line. Okay, number 5. Ooh, already in y equals mx plus b format. Oop, not equal to. That would change it. 2x minus 18. So we're down at negative 18, way down here, and a slope of up 2 over 1. And we do not want it equal to, so this is a dashed line. There we go. And it says y is less than that. So y, being vertical, is down from the line. There we go. So it's this entire half of the plane over there. Number 6. y is greater than or equal to 2/7 x minus 14. Oh, hey, we're in y equals mx plus b format. Y is greater than or equal to 2/7 x minus 14. 0, negative 14, like right here. And then up to over 7, like that. It is equal to, so we now have a solid line. There we go. And it says y is bigger than. So from here we go bigger or above. There you go. And we could check. See, look how we colored 0, 0. We're saying it works. 0 is greater than or equal to 0 minus 14. Is that a true statement? It is. That means 0, 0 is indeed a solution, as are all of these other points anywhere around here. Right, number 7, let's get y by itself. Subtract x. We get negative 3y is bigger than negative x plus 7. Divide by a negative 3, divide by a negative 3, divide by a negative 3, and we get y is less than. Notice dividing by a negative, we switch the signs. Positive 1/3 x minus 7/3. Negative 1 divided by negative 3 is a positive 1/3. And then this guy is a negative 7/3. So we're down here, negative 7/3. And a slope of up 1 over 3 looks about like that. And then it is a dashed line because we don't want the points where the two sides are actually equal, which would make the line. However, we do want where y is less than. So that is down here. All of these points are part of the answer. Go ahead and test 0, 0, and you'll see it should not work as an answer. If we stick a 0 there and a 0 there, 0 minus 0 is 0. Is that bigger than 7? It is not. All right, number 8. Ooh, it's already in y equals mx plus b format, so we get a slope of 8/5 and a y-intercept of negative 4. So y-intercept of negative 4, about right there. Then up 8 over 5, about right there. And we will graph a solid line because we actually want y equals these numbers, which is a line. So graph it straight down through like that. And it says y is smaller than this line, so the y's, go down from there. This entire half of the line looks like that. And we could try 0, 0, and it won't work. 0 less than 0 is 0 less than or equal to negative 4. No, it is not. That doesn't work. So 0, 0 is not an answer. But all these points are. And number 9. Get y by itself. Add 2x to the other side. So 7y is less than 2x plus 3. Divide by 7. Divide by 7, divide by 7, and we're left with y is less than 2/7 x plus 3/7. So up at 3/7, kind of small there, and then up 2 over 7, and we get, let me see, what kind of a line? Dashed or solid? It is a dashed line because we don't actually want the line as part of the answer. And then y is smaller than, so we go down this way. There we go. All of this side is all colored in. Excellent.